Who's ready for top 5 cinematic GoPro tricks and movements that will improve your video? Okay, first one is well-known slow motion. It's classic but with little twist. Slow motion is perfect for freezing the moment. You see, when you have something that happens super fast, slow motion is something you wanna go for. To get that super cool cinematic look, add some motion. Make sure you have your stabilization mode turned on and your frame rate set at least on 100 frames per second. Okay, next one is close-up. Close-ups are again classic but super important when shooting cinematic video. Let's say you want to show something that's really important, the details, emotions, or just to cut away from wide shots. Close-ups are the first thing to do. The main thing in your frame is that detail, that little piece of story you want to show. Nothing else around really matters. So make sure you have your composition set as close as possible. These details will have huge impact on dynamics of your video, especially when you combine them with wide shots. This one is so cool. The roll movement will set you straight into the action when you follow the movement of your subject. Usually we just follow the action in basic straight line, but when you add some rotation, some extra movement, some extra motion, you will boost your video a few steps up. Make sure your camera is on stabilization mode, then you can simply use extended grip for your camera. Now just roll it as stable as possible with your subject in the center. And make sure you follow the movement. You will get super artistic effect out of this. The circle movement is one of the best types of motions, as camera really moves entirely around your subject. To get the best out of this shot, make sure your subject is in the center of your frame, then just simply move around as stable as possible. You can then use just part of that rotation in your final edit. Now, very special one is Dolly Zoom effect. It's kinda magic shot where you combine zooming and moving the camera towards or away from your subject. And what happens is background appears to change size. Now, if we can't zoom with our camera, we can simply fake that motion in post-production. So all we really have to do on terrain is simply move in a nice straight line towards our subject. Okay, so if we jump into our editing software and import video, all you want to do is simply scale your video up a little bit on the beginning, add a keyframe, and then move to the end of the video, add another keyframe and scale it back down to its original size. Now if we play it back, we see we have that magic illusion. You can play around with speed and scaling size, also the direction of movement, to achieve different effects. Alright, we did it! And next time we'll reveal one very special secret story of... You'll see, but you better stay tuned for this one. Make sure you leave some feedback, some comments below, subscribe, and see you guys in the next one.